Today we are going to butcher a lamb. Our primary goal today is to make the four-legged beast that is a lamb fit in your pots, your pans, and your oven. So what that means is, if at the end of the day, you've gotten through the carcass and you can't remember the names of cuts or necessarily even where they come from, but you cook a cut and then it tastes real good, that means you butchered properly. And so with the final cause in view, knowing that the exact placement of each individual cut doesn't matter that much, I'm going to show you the exact individual placement of each cut. This is a very little muscle. I don't bother peeling them on young lambs. You can. There is a silver skin on there that'll make them just slightly, less toothsome. Toothsome is how you say chewy, but in a positive light. On a lamb, it's the most lammy. On a pig, it's the most piggy.
Korean pig farming is a deep bedding system with logs on the bottom, kind of like hugel culture. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I mean, I gotta tell you, if you raise 2 pigs in your backyard in a 16 by 16 pen, and they've got a little hut in there, for shelter, or, just to keep the rain out, really, that's all they need. You don't need a very complex composting system. It could literally be 12 bales of straw. That might even last you the whole 6 months. And you just, anytime it starts to look, anytime you start to smell it, actually is a good indication. But anytime, one corner, it might, because they tend to poo in just one corner even. If it's starting to look a little sour, you put a nice thick 8-inch layer of straw on that spot. And you could even be more liberal and just spread a whole bale across the whole surface area. And that'll work. That'll keep them high and dry and clean, and it'll keep the stink down. It's amazing how effective it is. Those deep bedding systems are with logs on the bottom are awesome. And I think that they are, they work very well where the burden of pig flesh is large, where they're doing a larger scale and they're putting, a good handful of pigs, like, in a 20 by 20 area, there could be 15 pigs or more. And which, they can manage as long as they're high and dry and well fed and everything. They've got each other, which is really the key to their equanimity and their society is company. So if you've got 15 pigs in a 20 by 20, you've got a huge poop load, and you really need the soil to perk because of all the urine. And those logs help with the perking, right? That will drain it. That'll keep it dry. And that's a much more intensive thing. And I think that would be awesome if you want to do that in your backyard. But I would say it's not totally essential for just the domestic scale, right? For something real small. If you want compost at the end of the 6 to 10 month pig raising period, and you want to keep the smell and the stench down the whole time, really, straw will do it. That might be all you need. You could even do hog fuel, which is like wood chips, but they're real coarse. There's some sticks in there. It's from grinding up stumps and other things. And that can be a good base layer because it perks, right? Give it like 8 inches of that. And the pee will not puddle ever. It's really nice. You don't want the puddled pee or the puddled poo. That's what you want to avoid. And then straw on top of that, and then straw as needed. That'll work really well. That's definitely an option.